Hi, everybody. Just coming to you during this time of the pandemic, the situation that I don't want to call by name and give it any power. But we know that it's obviously affecting everybody in different ways. And I hope that you can see some positive stuff happening as well as, obviously the negative. Everyone handles things differently. But being that one of my reasons for being here, one of my spiritual paths is to help you stay on yours, to have your best life ever. I just wanted to come and give you some positive vibes, send you some positive energy, because one of the biggest blocks to our power is our money mindset. And I know a lot of people are freaking out right now about money. And as I'm sure people have heard, what you give your energy to is what you're going to attract, So you don't want to be giving all your energy to that lack mentality, or that's what you're going to get is lack. If you're fearing the fact that you don't have money, then you're not going to get money. So we have to change our mindset around that. And I know it's not easy. Trust me. Money can be such a space of resistance for us. It can trigger a lot of family wounds and old stories. And right now, with everything going on, it's spreading a lot of fear. And fear is nothing more than just the unknown. It's just missing information. We don't know everything yet. It's a weird, hard, and anxiety-provoking time for many of us right now, obviously. No matter how evolved we are, trained, or how spiritual you are, you're likely sensing the fear of the world at least a little bit, You're probably feeling not yourself, and I'm sure some of that energy is not yours. You're probably picking up on it as part of the collective fear of the world. Plenty of people have their theories about what is happening, why it's happening, what's going to happen next, and it's not about that. This video is about the fact that you are so valuable, important, and amazing, and that you're okay. You will be okay. You are worthy. You get to feel good, love, safe, protected, and supported even now, especially now. And I'm sure that you can sense and see the good things that people are doing for each other because this is happening. A lot of pay it forward, a lot of people going out of their way to help other people, a lot of people, giving extra tips or buying people's coffee or, donating. So you can tune out the fear and tune into love anytime that you choose. While I feel pretty great right now, I definitely have moments where I must allow anxiety, panic, and fear to move through me without taking me over. I'm not avoiding the emotions, I'm just processing the emotions and then choosing to feel better. And our money mindset is often a direct reflection of however our family handled money or believed in money. And it can also reflect the collective consciousness in our societies around stories around money and abundance. And therefore, we have to heal our money mindset in order to be abundant. True abundance is an inside job. And so that's what I wanted to help you with today in a little process. Being abundant begins with feeling abundant. Whatever we're thinking about money leads to how we feel about money. And that feeling gives off energy. That energy either supports our earning capacity or it hurts it. Energy is currency. If we want to use our energy to earn more and to have financial freedom, then we need to clean up our thoughts and beliefs around money. That's what it comes down to. As we open up to shifting our beliefs around money mindset, we clear the blocks to becoming abundant and attracting financial freedom. And I have 3 steps to clearing the blocks around becoming conscious of them. And we have to look at our ego before we bring it into the light. And I'll have a follow-up video on the ego. As I said before, I just didn't feel like it was an appropriate time to post it. But there's 3 big blocks to abundance. One of those beliefs may really resonate with you, and it's likely that you see elements of it, through yourself. Number 1 is a lack mentality. Just like I said earlier, the first big block to our abundance is our lack mentality. You may believe that you will never have enough, that you will never be enough, or that there is too much lack in the world. People who languish in this lack mentality are convinced that they'll never achieve abundance. They're constantly struggling to feel secure. And if you carry a belief system of lack, that's okay. Let's just look at this lack mentality without judgment. Block number 2 is the belief that having money makes you better or less than others. So there's the second major block is a belief system that having a certain amount of money makes you better or less than others. This can show up in a couple of ways. You may believe that when you have a lot of money, you're superior to others in some way, like you're smarter or you worked harder. Or you might also fear having money because you associate it with negative qualities. You may have a story that says, I don't want to be seen that way. People who place importance on money see themselves as inferior if they don't have a certain amount. And those of us who do have a lot of money can't enjoy it because they fear losing it. So it's like a conundrum, right? So block number 3 is the belief that there's not going to be enough to go around. People with this block believe that there is a limit to their earning capacity or that it's based on the outside world. This belief system sees the world in a zero-sum way. Like if one person has more, then another person has to have less. So only so many people can be abundant, and that's not true. The belief that there's not enough to go around really gets revved up by what's happening in the world around you, because you tell yourself that your capacity to be abundant depends on something outside of you, like your job, right? So if there's people right now that are losing their job or having their hours cut back, they feel like that there's not enough money, and that it's a fear. It's not true. The universe is full of abundance. Just look at the abundance around you. Just look at the clothes you're wearing when you're feeling like you don't have abundance. Look at the house that you're living in. Look at the food in your fridge. Look at the toilet paper in your bathroom. Look at anything that makes you feel abundant. The car that you get to drive. Some people don't have a car, So look at the things that do make you feel abundant, and that will shift your mindset. And so now that you're aware of the blocks, how do you clear them? So I want to give you some tools on how to clear them. 1, witness your blocks and then choose again. Witness your blocks to abundance. See it in your own way. What is your mentality? What is your lack mentality? How do you feel better than or less than when it comes to financial security? How does the story that there isn't enough go around, show up for you? Start to become very conscious. Throughout the day, pay attention to your thoughts and your energy, as well as your behavior around money. And when you notice those fearful thoughts around money, use that moment to create a perceptual shift by practicing the choose again method. So immediately forgive yourself for having that fearful thought, and then consciously choose it to see differently. So shifting your focus onto abundance, here's an example. Maybe you can catch yourself starting or staring into a boutique window thinking, I wish I could afford that great pair of boots. Or I'm not staring into a boutique, so nobody's going out, but going online and seeing all the online clothes and boots and shoes and pocketbooks that you want, and wishing that you could afford it. Forgive that thought immediately and then choose a new one. Like, I'm grateful for the cup of coffee that I'm drinking. That simple shift redirects your energy and amps up your gratitude and your positivity, right? Gratitude and positivity are like way up here on the level of abundance. In an instant, you remember that you really do have a lot of that abundance around you, and you know that more than anything, true abundance is really just a feeling. When you take away the need to look for lack and instead you look for abundance, it becomes what you see. Your true abundance starts with your belief system, so choose to see through the lens of love. Choose to reach for a thought that makes you feel even subtly better than the one that you just had. Thought by thought, guide yourself out of that lack mentality. It sounds so simple, and it is. The simplicity of these practices is what helps us create lasting change. Okay, so just shift your thought. Instead of thinking, I wish I could have that, be grateful that you have this. Respect your money. If you're feeling blocked financially, do you notice that you're disrespecting your money in some way? It took me a long time. When I first started down this path, I had a hard time understanding this concept. But Do you often find that things related to money and business just don't seem to work out for you? Like your financial block stems from an energy block. Remember, energy is everything. Your thoughts, us, your stuff, like it's everything. It's your computer, it's your book, it's your phone, it's the air. Energy is everything. It's the trees, it's the birds, it's the flowers. So it's your wallet. It's money. Energy is currency. So for the sake of your finances and the economy, clean up your wallet, clean your files, and start to clear the energetic connection to your abundance. If your wallet is beaten up or overstuffed or full of receipts, or if you just don't like it, then clean it up or get a new one. I know this sounds so ridiculous, but it's so true. Clean it up, clean your wallet, clean your purse, clean your pocketbook. Not only will your new clean wallet energetically support you, but it will also make a statement to the universe that you're ready to receive. And number 3, want more for others. Wanting more for others puts us in the energy of abundance because it feels good to want others to feel good, right? Like at Christmas, don't you love watching someone open the gift that you bought them? Doesn't that make you feel just as good as receiving one, even better? The practice of wishing for others to receive expands your own ability to receive. And this is the feeling of abundance will help you attract whatever you want. When you genuinely want others to be abundant, the universe responds to it in kind, right? Like attracts like. Wanting more for others requires that we release the block of comparison. When we compare ourselves to others, we lean into the lack mentality, feeling like there's not enough love in the universe to support us all. If someone has what you want, it doesn't imply that it's not available to you. In fact, it's the opposite. Your envy is a reflection of your deep desire. So even if your ego has convinced you that there's not enough to go around, or your higher self knows the truth, transform your jealousy into an opportunity to clarify to the universe what you really want. So I believe that the more you see others who have what you want, the closer you are to getting it. Choose to see these people who have what you want as a reflection of what's to come. Practice the prosperity game. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of Abraham Hicks. Abraham Hicks is what kind of got me started on this whole path of the law of attraction and abundance. And Abraham Hicks has a great exercise that helps us release our resistance around money so that we can create from an energy of abundance rather than an energy of lack. And it's called the prosperity game. And this is how it works. The prosperity game is a mental practice of receiving checks from the universe. So every day you double the amount you receive. This puts you in a powerful container of playing around with this feeling of abundance. Each day, as you accept this new check from the universe, you have to spend every cent of it. You can spend it on food, clothing, a car. You can spend it on whatever you have enough for. It sounds really easy, but if money's been a struggle for you in any way, you're going to be surprised how challenging it can stretch your imagination. And this is a really important part of the game. The game's designed so that you can practice stretching your limiting beliefs about money so you can truly feel what it feels like to have an unlimited amount of money. You can start at whatever amount you want, but I recommend starting big so that you have something to spend. So let's say that you say on day 1 that you are receiving a check from the universe for $1,000. You need to mentally spend that $1,000 by the end of the day. And I know it won't take long for most of us. List each thing. Start a journal or a notepad or something. List each thing you buy with an approximate cost. Like, don't get too hung up on specific prices. Like maybe you spent $200 on groceries. The next day, you receive $2,000 from the universe. Again, you have to spend all of it. The next day, you get a check for $4,000, and then you get one for $8,000, and so on and so on. And start writing it down. Start spending it. Start keeping track of it. The rule is you can't give away your money to someone else unless it's for something special like a birthday. That's because we want to practice knowing that unlimited abundance is available to everyone in the world. So you don't want to give it to them because you want them to know that it's abundant for them, that it's there for them too. Abundance is unlimited in this universe, and I know it doesn't seem like it. I know it's a hard concept. But if you're handing a check to someone, you're missing that they could also be in a state of manifestation. It's important to believe that everyone is entitled to create whatever they want. So their creations don't have to come from a place of lack. One exception, if you want to donate to a charity, then make a list of all the things that you need to purchase in order to have that charity be successful. In this case, you're using the money to invest what you're creating. Rule number 2, don't put your virtual checks into an imaginary savings account or checking account unless you're using it to save up for something specific like a house. And even then, don't start saving for that big item until your virtual checks start reaching that big amount, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the reason for this is that saving implies that someday there might not be enough. So remember, the prosperity game is a mental exercise in unlimited abundance. And then start to feel your energy shift. When you play the prosperity game, you want to get into the practice of spending every day so that you start to feel your energy shift. The mental opportunity to spend freely every day puts you in a vibrational state of abundance. Like, I can feel myself just telling you guys this. I can feel myself like shifting into a more positive, abundant feeling right now, like I have more money than I have. Your energetic feelings of abundance will blow your mind because all of a sudden, when you start feeling abundant, abundance will find you. Like attracts like. The universe, is picking up on your vibration. When you release financial fears, you'll come to accept that you are not in a lack mentality. And then say a prayer for abundance. There's another layer to this healing, which is an abundance prayer. And prayer is the medium for miracles. So make this prayer part of your practice for healing your money mindset. And I heard this from one of my mentors, Gabby Bernstein. This is her prayer. Thank you, universe, for helping me reinterpret my relationship to money. I know my lacking thoughts are based on fear, and I'm ready to release them now. I welcome new and creative abundance, and I will pay attention to the guidance I receive. I am free from my financial fear. I am abundant. And so it is. I can't wait to hear the abundant miracles that begin to occur for you as long as you change your energy around money. But most important, be you. It can be easy not to feel like yourself with everything happening right now. I know. The world happenings are giving us a moment to slow down, check in with ourselves, be grateful for what we have, notice what we want and need, and make changes for our future. People are starting businesses, changing their businesses, realizing their career, their job, their relationship, or future life trajectory does not work for them right now. And that's a lot for all of us. So if you feel heaviness, well, of course you do right now. It's helping me to remember to do things. Think that. It's helping me to remember how do I put this? To do things that put me in my most yourself element, like my most Kim element. Do things around the house, spread positive messages, do things that you normally don't have time to do that make you feel happy and make you feel like yourself. And, before I go, I just want to reemphasize implementing and nurturing your mindset is the most impactful thing that you can do to transform a situation. The energy that you do, it matters just as much, if not more, than the action that you take. Even in the most compromised times, we can manifest abundance in our lives. So during this challenging scenario that we're all in right now, whether you're looking to grow a business, stay financially abundant, or just stay healthy, consider these points. Heed the practical. Now's the time to care about what you do, and so do it diligently. Care that even though most of us reading or listening to what I'm saying right now, if we got coronavirus, we would be fine. Most of us would survive. Personal survival doesn't matter as much as the fact that there's a lot of people in the world who might not. Our job is to do our best to do the right thing and not to spread it. The practical action is to wash your hands, think about how your actions affect other people, and to continue to do the right things. Focus on the practical actions, build up your immune system however you can, but most of all, be diligent about caring for yourself and others. Your energy matters. Let me just repeat myself from earlier. The energy by which you do a thing matters just as much, if not more, than the thing that you do. Meaning, from an energetic perspective, I can wash my hands in the energy of fear, or I can wash my hands in the energy of prevention. It's easy to play the victim in a time of uncertainty. One can feel like terrible things are going to happen to them, or they can choose to feel otherwise. And they can choose to do their part to take care of themselves and others the best way that they can. Being in the energy of prevention, being in the energy of believing that this will pass, and the energy of believing the world can get to the other side of this with less destruction than some are predicting, this energy is more productive than focusing on the doom. Expecting the best, holding a vision, and creating and manifesting for yourself and for the collective improves your energy, and it improves the energy for those around you. Doesn't mean you don't do the practical thing. Doesn't mean not washing your hands. It doesn't mean to be evil to people who are having a real experience with this, especially in other countries where they've developed, super unfortunate and scary things. It does mean loving each other, doing the right thing, holding the vision of this clearing up and getting us to the other side. So focus on what you can control. Only you know what is right for you. However, I can tell you it's important to keep supporting people with your work, as I intend to do with mine. So thank you for listening to me. Now is the time to live in the energy of prevention instead of the energy of fear. Now's the time to live in the energy of love and support over the energy of panic. And hold your vision, decide on an outcome, don't live in fear. Keep your vibes up, keep your energy up, keep your love up. Try practicing that game that I told you about. Do the practical action, wash your hands, but continue to grow and love and grow your business and grow yourself. And just know that I'm out there for you. And, continue to listen to me, watch my videos if you want, and follow me. All right, till next time, guys. Take care. Hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.